Hello everyone, Matt V's Movies back for another video, and today we're going to be looking at Godzilla v Kong. This is an Amazon France steelbook that contains the 3D, 4K and Blu-ray of the film. Now, just before we get into a bit of a closer look at this, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video. If you wish to leave a comment, all comments are appreciated and I try to reply to all comments. Also, we really appreciate if you could give this video a thumbs up and share the video. Okay, so about 4 months ago this film was released on physical media, and at the time I picked up the Amazon UK edition steelbook, which was the 4K and the Blu-ray, and it was exactly the same design as this. And I did an unboxing on my channel and was really pleased with the steelbook. It's a really nice design. It's a matte finish. We've got the two main characters on here, and then on the back you've got a really nice image of the two main characters. And at the time, watching the 4K disc, it was absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the best discs so far this year. The HDR on this is fantastic. The neon scenes that you get in Hong Kong when these two guys are battling each other out, it's fantastic. And the sound is just reference. There's an Atmos track on this, and you know, it gives your system a real working, you know, really fantastic sound stage and picture quality on this. So I was really happy with this edition, but then fairly recently I discovered that there was a 3D edition of this film that had come out, and I'd read various reviews on YouTube about the 3D edition and praising it for how great it was. So I thought, you know what, I'd quite like to check that out because I've got 3D capability, and yeah, so I managed to pick this one up from Amazon France for a reasonable price, still available. And so yeah, let's just get into it and have a look what you get. I'll just open him up, and inside you get the 4K disc, 3D disc with some nice artwork in green, and you get the Blu-ray in green as well. You've got Kong's hand there, and then obviously with the 3D you've got Godzilla's paw print there. And then on the inside it's the same artwork that we get in the UK exclusive. A great scene where they're going at it on the aircraft carrier. Really great scene in 3D. Whoops. And yeah, I checked out the 3D last night. I was only going to put a few scenes on, but I ended up watching half the film, to be honest, because I was absolutely blown away by the 3D on this. This is what I call reference quality 3D. Such a lot of depth to it. You got stuff kind of flying out the screen at times. Obviously when these two are going at it, there's debris flying around all over the place. The scenes where they're sort of fighting in the water, and you've got the fighter jets flying all around them. Incredible. Really impressed by this. And then there's the scenes where Kong goes to kind of like a middle earth, shall we say, and the human characters go on a ship that flies through these tunnels that have been created, that have been dug out. And wow, the depth on this is fantastic. As they're going through these caverns, and then they appear in this other world. And then there's one particular scene where Kong is sort of surrounded by these sort of levitating rocks, and this was a fantastic scene. He kind of touches a particular rock, and it kind of almost sort of floats out of the screen at one point. I was absolutely blown away by this. Just so many scenes to sort of think about, and the depth, you know, it's just like stepping into a window kind of look to it. And then sort of the final scenes of the film, you've got obviously Godzilla and Kong fighting it out in Hong Kong, and then obviously Mega Godzilla comes along as well. And again, you know, these guys fighting within the sort of in between the skyscrapers. There's such a lot. You've got shots from above, from the side, from below. You know, there's such a lot of depth to it, and for me, it just made the whole experience of watching the film just a complete new experience. I really did sort of feel like, wow, this is sort of something I've not experienced before. And yeah, I was really impressed by this. As I say, I was only going to knock on a few scenes and ended up watching pretty much half of the film. I will obviously watch the full film in 3D at some point, but I just wanted to kind of gather my thoughts for this review, and just say that, you know, if you have 3D capable equipment and you enjoy watching 3D films, I would highly recommend picking this title up in 3D. I do believe there is a US 3D BLU-RAY version, but that seems to go for quite a lot of money on Amazon and eBay. But as I say, if you go onto Amazon France, you can pick this one up for, it's around about the £30 mark, obviously with postage. But to be honest, I think when this first came out, it was about the £30 mark without the 3D disc, just with the 4K. So you're getting that included as well. So it's pretty good value. And as I say, I've actually sort of traded my other Steelbook in, obviously because I don't need that one anymore. So I've got the same thing, but with the extra disc. So yeah, I'm so pleased that I've picked this up. So I've got the best of both worlds with this. Obviously, I can watch the 4K, the HDR, the amazing colours and the sound, the Atmos. There's no Atmos, unfortunately, on the 3D, but it's a 7.1 mix, and it still sounded fantastic. You know, I couldn't really fault the sound even on that version. But again, with this one, you've got the Atmos track on the 4K and the Blu-ray. And obviously you get the special features on the Blu-ray. But don't worry about sort of, you know, are there sort of 4 subtitles on this, or are the menus in French? They're not. They're all in English. Obviously you can put a French audio track on there, and I think there might be various other languages as well. I mean, obviously I think it defaults to the English language anyway, but yeah, no problems there. So I would, as I say, if you really enjoy 3D films, I'd highly recommend picking this one up, because to me it's a reference disc, and we're not getting really any 3D discs in this country now, sadly, so you're having to kind of import them. But for the money that I paid for this, it's definitely worth the money, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, highly recommend picking it up. So guys, that's just my sort of thoughts on the 3D on this. Absolutely fantastic. Really impressed. Anyway, thanks very much for watching the video, guys. Take care, and see you in the next one. Bye now.